Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Midpoint. I'm your girl Daylon, aka Aglai, and in this video we are going to be talking about some things that helped me and that could possibly help you to release yourself from toxic cycles. Okay, let's begin. Number one, fact check. Okay, you definitely want to take accountability. Self-accountability, self-fact check is the way to go, okay? Because before you could even acknowledge what has been done to you, what is going on, what you were surrounded by, or what projections was going on, what you've learned and picked up from others, what you believed, what you were programmed to believe, all of that, right? Now, maybe when you're younger, it's a little bit different, right? Child, adolescence, even young, early, teenage, But now as an adult, it's almost like you have to take accountability for yourself. And I don't like to use have to. You get to take accountability for yourself because there is no other savior. There is no one else that's coming to save you but yourself. And that's also the generator, observer, and destroyer within you, the God within you, the source frequency within you. Right? So you can't really allow yourself to think that this is going to come from someone else or you're going to be able to get assistance from someone else. No, it starts with you, because then when you could take accountability for yourself, or you could turn that finger, right? You point fingers towards other people. There's three being point right back at you. Y'all seen that meme? I'm sure y'all saw that meme. Then you have to make sure you take accountability for yourself and you see, how has this affected me? What am I doing wrong? Definitely just take accountability for yourself. You can't blame anyone for anything, unfortunately and fortunately, right? For your actions, for your mindsets at all. You can't blame anyone, okay? And that's fortunate. Let's just be clear. For your actions, for your mindsets, for your beliefs, for anything like that. In adulthood, let me complete that sentence, because people tend to generalize statements and they forget what topic we're speaking about. Small little point in the sphere of the umbrella of conversation that we could be speaking about, right? So number one, you want to take accountability. You want to make sure you self-check, I like to call it, because you're checking yourself. You're checking the facts. What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? What could I have done different? Stuff like that. And then you can move forward, because if you don't even get to that first, you're already being, someone that's playing the victim mode. And it's not that you're playing, it's almost like this is how you've always been. So you weren't even able to see that you actually get to step into your authentic self, right? This is just being able to go under the duat, through the darkness, do some shadow work, and really be like, you know what, I need to take accountability for myself. Even any situation that you get in, that you find yourself, it was some type of ending that you didn't really like, some type of heartbreak, some type of betrayal, some type of deceit, some type of manipulation that was done towards you. Even because I've gone through all of that, and a lot of that was because of several things. I was unaware, I was naive, perhaps people would like to consider it gullible, but it's almost like, sorry for thinking that I could actually trust you and your words. Sorry for thinking that you actually could stand on your words. Sorry for thinking that I'm someone that's a certain type of way or have a certain type of principles and values, and to actually think that you have the same or similar, or at least you overstand those values and principles. My bad. Sorry. Right? You get to take accountability for yourself no matter what. All right? Moving on to number two. So number two, after you've taken accountability for yourself, right? After you've asked yourself the hard questions, after you digged a little bit deeper, after you realize that you have to release victim mentality or just victim behavior, really, so that you can see your true authentic self. And remember, once you do that, what you're really saying is, I release being a victim, because now if there's no victim, there is there is no victor, right? There is no one to actually win. Oh, I did it. No, because you didn't take that, I don't know, action or whatever that was done towards you as something that actually hurt you, and you were just like a victim. You're not taking accountability for your choices in that situation, right? You release the victim, there won't be a victor. If anything, you become the victor, right? That's it. So the second thing that you would do is ask yourself, okay, how is my thoughts, my understandings, my surroundings, my environments, the person, places, or things around me, including my habits, my choices, the way that I'm moving forward, how are those things progressing me in life, or lack thereof, right? Because yes, you get to take accountability for yourself, and that also means making sure that you choose wisely, so that, I love how my energy just shifted. It completely shifted, because it shifted from, listen, people, yes, they do, you get to start setting up people, you still get to make sure that you hold people accountable for themselves, right? But at the same time, the most important thing, because nobody's here to save you, is for you to take accountability for yourself. So when you do that, you get to be able to choose the right person, place, or thing, the things that you're going to consume, the foods, the routines that you're going to start doing, the habits, the thoughts, the changes that you have to implement for you to change your environment, because nothing changes until you change. So you won't be able to change something until you get tired and fed up, right? And sometimes a lot of things that are happening to you may appear to be covert. However, it doesn't mean that it's still less real, right? Because as we know, the first universal law, the first hermetic principle, is the law of mind, the law of mentalism, and everything starts in the mind. So somebody could just literally be in your environment and is mentally manipulating you or doing things behind your back, and you don't even know it. But if you are aware and you take accountability for yourself, right, now you get to, some of us, and a lot of us, because we all have these abilities, you start to strengthen your clairvoyance, your claircognizance, your clairsentient abilities, where you can actually sense an energetic shift of what's going on. And because you've taken the accountability, you know that it's not coming from you. 733, as I said that. So look up that number, because that number may be significant for you, okay? 733, spiritual meaning, or numerology meaning. Do not look up angel numbers. You can, let me not tell you what to do and what not to do. But the reason why, because each number is associated with a certain type of energetical frequency. So hell, look all three of them up and then see what resonates with you towards what I just said at the 733 mark. All right, so yeah, when you do take accountability, you can move to the second thing, which is your environment supporting you? You know, are the person, places, or things, are they supporting where you're going? As you're shifting, if you're taking accountability, that means you've released the victim, so now you're someone new. Who is that authentic person? Are you doing the things that's in alignment with that authentic person? And also, when you start to do that, your environment will naturally change. Are you attracting to you new friends, new partners, new jobs? Are you starting to believe in yourself more? I think one of my biggest problems was that I wanted to do so many things, but I wasn't believing in myself as much as I needed to get myself over that hump. And that comes with a lot. Maybe just, you know, growing up to be a people pleaser, or growing up to just not speak up for myself, or growing up to think that you need a community, you need a partner, you need a team, when yes, those things are important, but it starts with you first. It's almost like build it and they will come, but it starts with you first. Even in the Bible, when it's like you have to leave the home and then you go create and build for yourself, and then you could come back, it's like that. So it's not that I'm saying you don't need community or anything, because you can't do anything alone. It's just that it starts with you. It starts with the generator, observer, and destroyer within you first. That's number 2. Moving on to number 3. All right, number 3. Troisième. Number 3. Numéro 3. So number 3 is something that I definitely highly suggest that you pay attention to, and you do. It's, have you stopped being curious and asking questions And this is just pretty much letting you know that you've outgrown your environment, and most importantly, you've outgrown yourself, your old self. So there's going to be a lot of triggers here, and there's going to be a lot of what's the term I wanted to say? Grief here, okay? Because releasing an old aspects of yourself is not easy. That's not something they tell people, okay? They don't tell you how challenging that is, because you're, especially depending on your age, right? You releasing an old aspect of yourself, man, talk about ego death. Talk about dark night of a soul. Talk about where the hell am I, right? And that's always usually a beautiful thing, because it's always good to start at zero, because it gives you an opportunity to come out of yourself and see the infinite possibilities that you have available to you. Now, this doesn't mean that it's easy. It's scary ASF, right? Because you're like, the things that you used to do may not be able to get you onto this new reality. You're in a new reality. Just imagine yourself floating in the sky, naked, not knowing where you're gonna land, okay? But this is a great opportunity for you to tap into your creative mind, tap into your third eye, tap into the vision that you have for yourself, tap into faith, right? So that you can believe. There's something that you manifested and created, and you asked source, the universe, your spirit, to actually bring into fruition. And that means a tower has to happen in your life, a complete destruction of old aspects of yourself, person, places, or things. They are going to have to shift, okay? Some people may be able, some things, some places, some things, some people may be able to come with you. However, you still have to take the first step, and that means, you know, you're gonna be floating in the sky naked by yourself. Don't know where you're gonna land. It doesn't look like, you don't know where you're gonna go, right? So and this is because if you're in a place and you have stagnancy and you're creating certain type of like repeating toxic cycles, either with, for me, it was lovers, okay, just constantly doing the same thing. And then I realized what was going on. It was my spirit showing me certain things that I was missing, like choose yourself, like love yourself, like stop thinking that people share your same frequency, stop thinking that people see things the way that you do it, the way that you do, stop thinking that people vibe on the same vibe as you, stop, you know, don't be naive, don't like vet people out, be discerning. And then not only that, change your self-image, because obviously you think you still deserve this because of a certain type of belief that you have, that you've learned or picked up from, or people have been projecting towards you, or damn near sacrificing you to believe, right? And they've just been lies, right? Whatever you saw outside of you, you actually believed it. And it's been a lie, because all you had to do was close your eyes and go within and really see the true value of who you are, the real vision of who you are, and then reopen your eyes so that you can manifest that. Man, you open your eyes and you're like, where am I? This is not where I need to be. You need to go find your people. So when you stop being curious, you stop asking questions. It's almost like things become monotonous. It's almost like you always know what somebody's gonna do at the time they're gonna do it. It's always the same thing. It's almost like Groundhog's Day, right? But not in a good way, because he actually was present, and it was very beautiful and peaceful, and he set his mind and his creativity free in that film. This is more like a horror film. It's like, man, there's no love here, there's no support here, this is the same thing over and over again, this is lies, this is, you know, saying one thing but doing something completely different. But you know exactly what both things are. You know what is going to be said, you know what is going to be shown to you, right? You stop asking questions, and whenever we stop asking questions, we stop being childlike. And we already know children get whatever they want, because they just are constantly curious and asking questions and wanting to learn, because their neurons, their minds is always expanding. So somewhere along the lines, you stop expanding, you stop asking questions, right? And when you do that, that's because you already know what's to come. You already know how you've been at a job doing the same thing. You've been with an agency or doing the same thing. You've been in a relationship, family, friends, lovers, whatever, doing the same thing. that is a telltale sign for you to get out of Dodge. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to evolve. Literally, for me, I think my soul was crying out to just change, to do something different, okay? And it was challenging for me because I had to pause on nursing. And for me, 13 years is like a lifetime. I don't know. It just is, okay? 13 years is like a lifetime, and I've been a nurse for 13 years, and I enjoyed doing it. However, it became, and I think is of course, I could have went to, the great thing about nursing is you could do nursing anywhere. I could have gone anywhere in a different field doing something else, right? But this was literally my soul crying out, saying you could do more. You could be more challenged. You could be more around more people that actually see your value, that actually want to create a win-win type of environment for you. You could be more creative. You could reach more people, and I wasn't doing that. So finally, I took a leap of faith. It was kind of scary. It was not kind of. It was scary. I was one of those floating in the sky, naked, not knowing where I'm gonna fall. Okay, but I had to take a leap of faith because it literally felt like do or die. And die not physically, but as in your soul's creativity, what you came here to do, to fulfill, what is gonna make you feel alive, and you're literally giving that up or sacrificing that for monotony, for jail, for slavery, mental slavery, for fill in the blank, okay? So whenever you stop being curious and you stop asking questions, just know it's because you've outgrown your environment. You probably shouldn't be the smartest person in the room. And if you are, it's time for you to evolve. You probably can't have certain conversations with certain people because they just look at you like you're crazy. It's probably time to evolve. And then also, it's not to say that you're better than anybody or they're better than you. It's just more to honor your soul's journey and to really honor the fact that it won't be with specific people or doing specific things at a specific location for the majority or the longevity of your life. It just means that that's why it's important to be present, because you don't know when this moment is going to be no more. So be the best, do the best, that you can in that moment. And then the next day you have an opportunity to do that again. And after I've done that for 13 years, for me, it was just time to shift. Even this gives an opportunity for others to grow as well, for others to evolve and be on their soul's journey. So it's still love. It's just bittersweet and it's painful. And if you took a long time releasing yourself from toxic cycles, try to not be so hard on yourself. Be kinder to yourself, okay? Because bad enough you already put a lot of time and energy being in something that you've outgrown, right? But now it's like acknowledging it. It's important to figure out and ask yourself some prompts on how to move yourself through your soul's journey, and to understand that, there's ups and downs to everything. Law of polarity. There's this way, there's that. Law of rhythm. Some things is up, something is down. And when you're down, just be prepared to go back up. And when you're up, just prepare yourself just in case if you have to go down, right? Understanding the universal laws more and more every day. I'm still getting better. I still have a lot to learn, but I think this can definitely assist you like it has assisted me. I just looked up and it said 1818. That may be another number that's significant to you, so look that up as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. I will have a part 2, and this is going to be the 3 things that you get to release. The 3 things that you can do to release yourself from toxic cycles that I've done, that I found they've been very helpful for me. Maybe even some extra prompts and questions that you can ask to go deeper into your shadow work, to really be like, Daylon, you need to get it together. Or Daylon, this was what has been happening the entire time and you didn't see it. Why? You need to release people pleasing. You need to set boundaries. Certain questions that will help you get there. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. I am your girl, Daylon. If you're interested in working with me, find out all about that in the description box below. The website is todayswellness.com. Without any further ado, have a great week. Have a great day. Have a great life. Peace out.